Bonjour, bonsoir Doug. Merci pour ta flexibilité. Thank you for being flexible. I was dying yesterday. I was literally dying. I couldn't hold anything, and that was horrible. But anyway, today's better. We're on Wednesday, and it's 9:01 p.m. So, comment vous appelez Doug? D-O-U-G. D-O-U-G. How do you spell Doug? Okay. Je vais, I'm going to, je vais acheter du vin. I'm going to buy wine. Je vais boire du vin. I'm going to drink wine. Je vais acheter du vin. Je vais boire du vin. So this is the near future. I'm going to. Okay? So basically, if you want to study the verb, that's not what I want. Up. I'm gonna just get rid of this. Anyways, so aller is to go in French, to go in English. So if I want to conjugate, I'm gonna say je vais. So it can be I'm going or I go. We don't have a present continuous or present simple. It's just a present of the indicative. It's another name, but it doesn't relate to the same kind of concept. So we have I'm going or I go. So tu vas, you're going or you go. Il va, he's going or he goes. Elle va, she's going, she goes. Nous allons, we are going. Vous allez, you're going. Formons, normally we talk to a group of people. Ils vont, elles vont. So basically we have je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. So that can be just a present or it can be also near future. The near future, I just add a verb next to it. Je vais parler, je vais travailler demain, je vais manger, je vais dormir. So je vais aller acheter du vin. Well, we can go crazy in French and we can add like two verbs right after. I'm going to go buy wine. Don't need that. I'm going to buy wine. That's fine. Je vais acheter du vin. So acheter to buy, boire to drink. Tu vas, you're going. Tu vas acheter du fromage. You're going to buy cheese. Oui, je vais acheter du fromage. Est-ce que doesn't have to be translated. Is it that you don't need that? You can drop it. The thing is you need to know what it is. It's part of the question. Est-ce que vous allez bien? You can say that. Est-ce que vous allez bien? So are you fine? Are you going fine? Are you great? Are you doing well? Je ne sais pas. I don't know. The French has a tendency of not articulating well, so they can say je sais pas. Je sais pas. Je sais pas. Je sais pas. Depending on where you are in France. So they all mean the same. I don't know. Je vais manger. I'm going to eat. Je vais dormir. I'm going to sleep. Je vais partir. I'm going to leave. Je vais sortir. I'm going to exit, to leave. Or to go out. I can say that as well. Je vais faire la fête. I'm going to party. Je vais faire la vaisselle. Faire la fête, to party. It's like to do the party. But you don't say that in English, so let's adapt to the English translation. I'm going to do the dishes. Or to wash the dishes. Je vais faire la vaisselle. Je vais faire la vaisselle. Je vais faire du ski. I'm going skiing. Je vais faire un gâteau. I'm going to make a cake. Ils vont changer. They are going to change. Tu vas faire le dîner. You're going to make dinner. So faire is a tricky verb because basically it means to do, to make, but not always. Okay, it can adapt to the complement next to it. Like faire du tennis, well, to play tennis, to do something, to do tennis. Okay, to play tennis. Je vais faire les valises. I'm gonna pack basically. I'm gonna prepare the suitcases. Okay, I'm gonna pack. Je vais faire le café. I'm gonna make the coffee. faire du tennis, faire du basket, faire du vélo, to play tennis, to play basket, to do some bicycle, to bike basically. Quel est ton sport préféré? Le vélo. If you say pas le vélo, it means not the bicycle. Ok, so we have that. Je vais, tu vas, il va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont. Okay. Oui, dans 5 minutes. Je suis dans le café. I am in the coffee shop. If I want to add the negative form, I just add ne pas between the verb. I need to know how to identify a verb. That's it. So, je ne suis pas dans le café. Je ne suis pas, not. You already know I don't know. You know how to say I don't know. Je ne sais pas. So you should remember that. Je ne sais pas. I don't know. Je ne suis pas. Je ne mange pas. Je ne comprends pas. Okay? J'ai réservé. So we're coming back to the passé composé, the past tense. J'ai réservé. I reserved. I have reserved, if you want to say that. J'ai oublié. I have forgotten or I forgot. Non, je n'ai pas réservé. Non, I didn't reserve. I haven't reserved. J'ai réservé. Je n'ai pas réservé. So we are focusing on the first part of the verb. We have two verbs. Here it's called an auxiliary verb. Here it's a past participle. The past participle is ignored. We add the negative form on the auxiliary verb to have. Je n'ai pas réservé, I haven't reserved, I didn't reserve. J'ai réservé, je n'ai pas réservé. J'ai préparé, je n'ai pas préparé, I have prepared, I haven't prepared. J'ai préparé le dessert, j'ai préparé le dessert ou je n'ai pas préparé le dessert. So, to avoid the repetition, which is quite common in French, we can just replace the complement with what we call a pronoun. This is actually a direct pronoun. We have the indirect pronoun and direct pronoun. The direct pronouns are, well, when you have a simple sentence, I ate a sandwich. I gave the book. I gave it. Okay, so we don't have any prepositions in between. But if I say, let's say, I'm talking to my friends, I'm talking to them, so we're gonna have different kind of pronoun in French. Anyway, so je l'ai préparé. J'ai préparé le dessert. We know it's masculine. Je l'ai préparé. Well, actually, I don't care if it's masculine, feminine pronoun because, well, masculine, feminine, because the auxiliary verb starts with a vowel. Okay? L apostrophe. So, je l'ai préparé. J'ai préparé la crème. Je l'ai préparé as well. If I say j'ai préparé les pâtes, je les, L-E-S. Je les ai préparées. So we can have L apostrophe or LES for the plural, depending on the gender of the complement. Je suis allé, I went. So we know the passé composé is just like a past simple, like, just simplify it to past simple if you want, present past. And but we in French the majority of the verb is used to have. J'ai préparé, j'ai décoré, j'ai mangé, etc. But we have a few verbs. Actually, we have 15 verbs using to be. Je suis allé. I went. So the majority of the verb we used to have, j'ai, I have, eaten or ate. Je suis allé, it's like I have gone, I went, basically. I went. So we have verbs like aller, venir, partir, sortir, rester. To go, to come, to leave, to go out, to exit, to stay. There will use to be. Je suis allé au Louvre, I went to the Louvre. Je suis venu à 5 heures, I came at 5 p.m. Je suis parti à 5 heures, I left at 5 p.m. Okay? So just remember we have 15 verbs, you don't need to know them. We have also what we call the reflective verbs, like to get up, se lever. They also use to be in the passé composé form. Je suis parti, ou je suis déjà parti. I left or I already left. I've already left or I already left if you want the simple past. Je suis sorti hier. I went out. I went out yesterday. Okay. So be careful. Rester is to stay. Doesn't mean to rest. Rester, to stay. Je suis resté chez lui. I stayed in his place. at his place. So chez moi, my place, home. Chez toi, your place. Chez lui, his place. Chez elle, her place. Chez nous, our place. Chez vous, your place. Pour moi, non, tout le monde. Chez eux, like their place, but masculine. And chez elle, their place, féminine. Hier, je suis restée chez moi. Yesterday, I stayed home. Et demain, je vais aller chez elle. I'm going to her place. Okay? So, I'm simplifying to the extreme here. I hope everything is fine. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay? We're on the 28th. So in a few hours, we're gonna start March. Everything goes so fast. It's unbelievable. Anyways, tu passes une très bonne soirée. Donc, on se parle demain. Je suis disponible à 4h ou 5h ou plus tard si tu veux. Et fais-moi signe. Okay, so I'm available at 4, 5 or later if you want. Just let me know when exactly. Have a nice day, have a nice evening. Passe une très bonne soirée. À demain.